Most of you don't even have a bad wardrobe. You just built it completely wrong. My guy, what is this? This is not a spring wardrobe. That's why whenever the weather starts to get warmer and you need to start wearing spring fits, you don't have any good outfits to wear. And you can't put on a good outfit to save your life. I had a weapon to your head and I said put on the best spring outfit of your life or you're dead. I might as well pull that trigger because I know you ain't putting shit on. That's why in today's video, I'm gonna be showing you how to make an elite spring wardrobe that'll be suited for your style and be easy to make hundreds of outfits with without running out of different outfits to wear each day. And spring is when the baddies come out, so you can't mess up this season. You can't. And at the end of this video, I'll show you the hottest trends in fashion right now for the spring that are must cops for your closet that'll elevate your outfits to a whole nother level. I'll also show you the biggest mistakes you need to avoid making when making a spring wardrobe. First of all, I've organized this formula into 3 steps of having the elite spring wardrobe. First step of the formula is that we need the spring basics. This is the clothes that really makes the basics of your outfits. Without the basics, your spring outfits are not gonna look right at all. You're gonna need a white and a black white beater, preferably white. I'm taking white over black in this scenario. And this is gonna be great if you've been grinding in the gym all winter long. You've been on your bulk arc, your winter arc. Yeah, shout out the gym bros. And you've been cutting all March. This is gonna be perfect for showing off those amazing, great broad shoulders. But you can also use this to layer up with your button-ups. But Ezra, how do I layer up in the spring? I know how to do it in the winter. How do you do it in the spring though? Hold on, we'll get to that. Chill, we gonna get there, I promise you. But black beaters are kind of a hit or miss. You're either gonna look like the sexiest human of all time, or you're gonna look like one of them YVL white boys that goes to opium concerts. And trust me, those white beaters, it's like I said, hit or miss. If you gotta come over and you're a white boy named Tyler, I'm just saying, don't get them, bro. And you throwing up YVLs, But those white beaters won't look good until you get these 3 important button-ups. 3 different colors. I like to go with blue, black, and white. But honestly, you can go with brown or gray too, but just stick to your neutral colors because what your basics are gonna rely on. Now, you'll definitely need some baggy ass jorts. I'm sorry, it's 2026. If you don't got some baggy 3/4 jorts, it's not a 2026 fit. I'm keeping it real. Yes, jorts that are extra very, very long. I'm talking about almost touching your ankle, but not touching your ankle. It's like high waters here. Short jean jorts are dead. I like to call those the tip revealers because they be revealing the tip of this monster Goliath caucus that I have under these pants. You can genuinely see them, the tip of this massive missile 90% of the time when you're wearing those pants. Shout out my BBC warriors. If we got any BBC enthusiasts in the community, y'all know the pain. But yeah, you gonna watch your baggy ass jorts, aka 3/4 pants. And anybody can rock them. They're very easy to put on, very breathable for those hot summer days where you don't want to wear jeans. As long as you sag a little, yes. The key to rocking baggy jorts is you gotta sag a little. If you have them uptight, you gonna look like a nerd. I'm keeping it real. Just sag a little. It's not hard. Just add a little bit of blackness to you, my nigga. I get 2 pair of the super baggy sweat jorts in gray and black, and then I'd get 2 long baggy jean jorts in both light blue and black. You can go dark blue as well, or gray is your 3rd color, but you definitely need light blue and black. That's gonna be your mandatory basics. Now this next one can either be a statement piece or a basic piece. What's the difference, you might ask? Statement pieces can be graphics or super bright colorful pieces, and they can be any color you want, while the basics, you're gonna want to aim for neutral colors, plain pieces. And I say this because you're gonna have to decide between the two when it comes to your zip-ups. Zip-ups are very important for the spring. You need zip-ups. Zip-up hoodies are big in the spring, and you're gonna want as many of them as you can find, from graphics to plain, whichever you want to choose. Honestly, I'd prefer a combination of both. And these are one of the most versatile pieces in fashion because you can rock them however you want. They're so versatile in the different ways you can wear zip-ups. You can rock them half zip, unzip, full zip, quarter zip, but not a quarter zip, just like quarter zipped up. You get what I'm saying. Hoodie on while unzipped, or hoodie on while fully zipped, or around your waist to cover that big massive BBC boner you got. Like I said, if you got that BBC, you know the struggle. Now for them days where your fat finna go on a run, or you going to the gym to hit them big booty butt looking squats, you're gonna want short shorts, aka booty shorts. I'm keeping it real. Athletic shorts, but not that Gymshark BS. We not rocking those. These are gonna look great in the spring. They look even better if you got big brolicky, big massive thick thighs like your boy. If you've been in the gym and you've been hitting them lunges, and especially the squat, you've been hitting that squat rack, and most importantly, that leg press. I'm keeping it real with you. These are gonna, this is gonna be the best way to show off them insanely big quad muscles. Now I have seen stick figures rock this before, and yeah, y'all could pull it off too. Any colors work, and I say this because they're athletic pieces. They're supposed to look bold. If you have leg tattoos, this is a great way of showing off your leg tat. So yeah, choose whatever color you want, pick your poison. But this next item is a must, and it's gonna make your spring and summer minimal outfits look 10 times better than what they were looking before. Black dress pants are amazing. You need baggy black dress pants. Buy these specific black baggy ones right here, then buy the striped ones, and then buy some gray ones. In that order. Do not reverse it. Do not do it in any other way. get your priorities straight, get these ones first. So many great fits, and you could take inspiration from these fits right here of how you can rock these in the spring, and they're super comfortable. A great way to look baggy while also looking, yeah, I know what I'm doing with my life. I'm professional, but you shouldn't leave your girl around me because she will get snatched. And that's the goal, to take all the baddies in the area. I'm leaving none for nobody else. That's how real niggas do this shit. Now, having these basics are mandatory, but they won't work for you if you don't have the right accessories. So remember, we're still only in part 1 of this amazing formula. There's still a lot left for you to learn before you create that perfect spring and summer wardrobe. Now, some mandatory accessories for the spring and summer is one, first of all, you need sunglasses. Forget everything I told you about in this video. If you're gonna buy one thing today, I need you to buy some all black, high quality, good looking sunglasses. Even if it's not the best quality, if they actually look decent enough, I don't care if it's your Target sunglasses, you need these. This is gonna be a bang for your buck, 100% worth it. It's gonna level up your fashion instantly overnight. So might as well invest in a good pair of black sunglasses. This is the most overpowered clothing piece in fashion of all time. I'm keeping it real. They give you more confidence. They look good on almost every outfit imaginable if you know what you're doing. They pull baddies. They protect your eye from the sun. And most importantly, they pull baddies. And these scientifically give you a confidence boost. Ezra, why do these scientifically give you a confidence boost? Because people won't be able to see your eyes during conversation, which gives you an advantage in holding eye contact. If they can't see your eyes, but you can see theirs, it's gonna make you a lot less nervous when having conversations, and has helped plenty of people that I know of with anxiety and confidence issues when it comes to approaching women or just even having a business meeting. Just don't wear these glasses inside because you wanna look like a rich, smart and you don't want to come off as a rich, smart you want to look cool, nonchalant, approachable for the baddies. Now, you'll also need a necklace. Look, I'm talking about pendants. We not getting no chains without pendants, my nigga. I'm not playing with you. Necklaces without pendants are corny. Do not buy them. Trust me, pendants make the fit look a million times better. And get you some wired earbuds. I'm keeping it real. Wired headphones are the meta right now. 3 springs ago, we had them AirPod Maxes. It's 2026. We've all moved on to the wired headphones. I got them on. Everybody got them on. And is it performative? Maybe. It definitely makes your fit look way swaggier and more classy. So get with the times, pal. Now, part 2 of this amazing, easy spring wardrobe formula that you need to keep following, by the way, because if you skip one of these parts, you'll mess up the whole formula. Your fits aren't gonna look good, so keep up. The footwear. I'm gonna break it down in the easiest way possible. I don't wanna make this complicated. For spring and summer, all you need 4 different pairs of shoes. Hiking shoes, classy shoes for when you wanna feel fancy, sneakers, of course, and most importantly, your Birks, clogs, sandals, that combination of shoes. You really need a pair of those. These show off a bit of that toe and ankle action. If your girl has a foot fetish, this is gonna be great for her. And these are definitely gonna be the cheapest items. 100% underrated for the spring and summer, because if you're not into fashion, you're probably thinking, oh, you can't make a good fit with clogs and sandals and flip-flops. Yes, you can. Real fashionistas know, yes, you can. Yes, you can. A lot of the times, the homeless aesthetic gets buried into this vintage, wearing old thrifted items category, when in reality, the homeless aesthetic can be a white long sleeve, some baggy jorts, and some flip-flops or Birks. Bam, you got an outfit right there. Just make sure you're not musty. I get the whole homeless aesthetic. Don't actually smell homeless. You can be distressed, you can be baggy, but you can't be musty. That's the rules for homeless aesthetic fashion. Now for part 3, yes, we moving fast. This is easily the most important part of the entire video, and that's spring trends of 2026. I mean, it wouldn't be an Ezra Cotton 4K video if we didn't talk about spring trends. Now I get it, wear what you want, 1000%. But if you're ignoring spring trends entirely, you're just making it harder to look good. I'm not saying you gotta buy every single one of these trends. Just look at which ones you like and which ones you don't like, and buy the ones you like, because they're gonna boost up your outfits even more, making them look more relevant, making them look even swaggier and cooler, and also opening up your wardrobe to different styles that you probably never even heard of. Spring 2026 is one of the easiest times to upgrade your style. Lighter layers, relaxed fits, cleaner colors, it all just works. It works. You don't have to follow these trends exactly, but using what's popular right now in your own way is an ultimate cheat code in fashion to making you stand out. First trend I want to talk about is wearing Henleys. I've never been the biggest fan of these, but honestly, recently I've opened my eyes up, and as I've grown in my fashion journey, I've gained a huge love for Henleys. I've seen tons of photos and videos where I've gotten a lot of inspiration of people wearing these different Henleys, and they're very underrated. You can actually make some pretty cool fits with these. Kind of reminds me of the V-necks, but a million times better. We can't compare these to V-necks. V-necks gotta go. I'm sorry. But that's not important as this next trend, which is wearing big ass bags. Yes, these big ass duffel bags, purses that look like you're carrying a bunch of books in them, but you're actually carrying nothing because you're only wearing them to be performative like your boy. I also carry my weed in there. I'm keeping it real. I'm black. What you expect, nigga? I sell drugs. Honestly, these are one of my personal favorites this year. Definitely buying them in beige, black, white, whatever. Especially green. Green, and when it comes to bags, is the best color. I'm keeping it real. I heard this from a motto. The best color to buy bags in is green. If you can get a green bag, my nigga, just know them hoes gonna be coming one by one, giving you elite top every single day of this upcoming spring. It works every time, but it has to be the ones that are handheld. Yes, I know I said the word handheld like it's a PSP. But yes, handheld bags, the ones that look like purses, you got them around your arms, or you carrying it like a briefcase. That's the ones you want to buy this spring, not them zesty ass fanny packs. I'm talking strictly purses here, honey. But that's not as tough as this next trend, and that's muscle tees, aka the Duke Dennis tees. Yep, that's what my ex used to call them, the Duke Dennis tees. There's a reason she's my ex, and she belongs to the streets. Anyways, these usually come cropped. As long as the graphics actually look good and aren't corny, and they might mean something to you, I think these could genuinely be tough. As long as you don't have a dad bod with weak, skinny arms. These look great if you're lean or built, and you got nice brolic shoulders and nice big triceps and biceps and big juicy muscles. But that gets into the next popular trend, which is wearing cropped tees, which of course happens every spring and summer. Now look, I've had my ups and downs when it comes to cropped tees. If I'm gonna wear a cropped tee, it's gonna be a plain cropped tee. I prefer the blanks. I respect people that wear the graphics. Personally, me, it's not my taste. At least I haven't found one that I personally like though. Maybe I might change my mind in the future. Who knows? My fashion's always evolving. Yeah, personally, I prefer the cropped blanks with the very long pants. I give off that 2/3 rule of thirds effect, where the top pretty much looks a lot shorter and the bottom looks a lot longer. That's personally my favorite thing about these tees. And yeah, I'm going for something either more vintage or plain or maybe even distressed. The graphics are still, like I said, very cool, popular in the South, Atlanta, hoods, urban environments, black people neighborhoods. Yeah, it's definitely gonna be very popular in those urban environments. But not only the super crop short t-shirts are gonna be popular this spring and summer. No. So are the super long baggy t-shirts. Man, I love these tees, and they're becoming very viral at the moment on TikTok and Pinterest. This spring and summer, just like they did last year, you want to buy oversized collared button-ups. I'm not gonna lie, wearing these extra size larger than what you normally wear, or 2 times the size of what you would normally wear. It goes back to that simple homeless aesthetic. Who doesn't want to look homeless? I wouldn't want to be homeless. I like my electricity. I like having a roof over my head. I like eating food. DoorDash. I love being a degenerate. But man, homeless niggas, hey, y'all, hey, that homeless aesthetic is fire though. I'm personally gonna be wearing these a ton myself. And the biggest trend this spring, honestly, has to go to minimalism. And when I say minimalism, I mean wearing plain pieces, maybe a few pieces of jewelry, to even no accessories at all. In the winter, it's all about stacking as much clothes as you can, layering as much as you can. You know, it's all about jewelry maxing, okay? Everybody jewelry maxes in the winter. Accessory maxing, you're just maxing it to the roof because you're trying to look as big and dark and video game boss-like as possible. But in the spring and summer, it's completely opposite. You're gonna be layering up with a button-up and a plain white tee underneath. It's as simple as that, light pieces. And that's where minimalism comes into play. You're not gonna be jewelry maxing. You might have on a pendant, maybe a ring or two. That's it, my boy. You not maybe a belt, some shoes, a hat at the most. You don't need to start jewelry maxing. Spring minimalism is for men, keeping things clean, light, effortless, without looking boring. Think simple pieces like neutral tees, lightweight jackets, straight or relaxed fit pants in the color white, beige, olive, soft blues. It's about looking as calm and minimal as possible. However, something else that's more important this spring, and I think everyone should get into, is distressed tees. Cut up tees with holes in them. These tees are gonna be great for the spring and summer, not only because them hot days, it's 100 degrees. You really wanna wear a long sleeve, or you wanna wear a smaller t-shirt that has holes in it. Or maybe it's oversized and it got holes in it. Hey, it's gonna make it more breathable. I'll say that for sure. 2, like I said, that homeless aesthetic is gonna look great. I love wearing these with baggy jorts, some sandals, flip-flops, whatever, even sneakers. And most importantly, they're easy to make. You can make these at home with your 6-pack of white tees that you got at the crib. Just get some scissors and go to work. It's very budget friendly. Same with the crop tees. You can make that yourself. The Duke Dennis tees. Yes, the tees that have no arm sleeves. You can make them yourself. I've made plenty of mine. You can watch TikToks and YouTube videos all day about how to cut these up correctly. Something that a lot of people will be surprised about, that I think are gonna be better in the spring and summer than they are in the winter and fall, is flare jeans. Now look, if I'm gonna wear flare jeans, they gotta be the right flare jeans. And when they're the right ones, they do look great in the winter and fall. Honestly, I think they look better even in the spring and summer. Specifically the spring. It's that perfect mesh of summer heat and winter cold, and it just makes it that perfect time to rock them. It's a great way of also getting into that indie sleaze aesthetic in a way, maybe combining that aesthetic into streetwear or minimalism or casual wear. It's all up to you. Now, an even hotter trend that you gotta get into, that I've been rocking for many springs and summers, is your scullies. As a nigga, we all love our scullies. I can't leave the crib without my scully. Even under this beanie, I got a scully under here. Scullies are in right now, and they have been in for like literally the past 3-4 years. I love wearing my scullies a lot. They're a lot thinner and lighter, and I think that's perfect because it's like a beanie, but for the summer and spring. Honestly, there's plenty of cool designs and different bright colors you can get, but when it comes to bright colors, I'd recommend you really get into bright colors this spring. And that's the difference between spring and winter. Winter and fall, you want to wear your darker brown colors, black colors, gray colors. It's all about looking grungy and black. It's all about looking black. Your darker natural colors that match your environment, because it's all dark outside in the winter, especially out here in Ohio and Michigan. But to match for the spring, you're gonna do the exact opposite of what I just told you. You want to wear your brighter colors like green, orange, red, yellow, purple. When you know how to match with these colors and make great outfits with these different colors, your outfits are gonna level up instantly. I'd recommend you start off getting into the darker variations of orange, yellow, green, and then slowly getting to the brighter ones as you slowly get better at managing different colors within your outfit. Because Because honestly, who doesn't want to take advantage of their environment? It's bright outside, might as well wear bright colors to match with your environment. It's a cheat code at this point. Now, those are the 3 parts of this formula, but you made it to the most important part of this video, and that's the secret 4th part that I'm about to unlock right here. And this 4th step is where you need to avoid the biggest mistakes in fashion that people make and you are about to make after watching this video. And I'm gonna prevent these because I'll be seeing these in the YouTube comments and in my previous videos, and I need you to learn these mistakes beforehand so you don't make them yourself. And this is where people mess up their spring wardrobes the most. And I'm telling you this now because if you avoid these mistakes, you'll not only save your money and time, but you'll be ahead of 90% of people. Because like I said, everyone makes these mistakes. First mistake, buying for the vibe instead of your real lifestyle. Nigga, you see a clean spring outfit on your TikTok For You page. Linen t-shirt, trousers, loafers, cool. But honestly, where are you wearing that? School, work, you going outside? What you doing with it? If it doesn't match your lifestyle, you're not gonna wear it. And now it just sits in your closet looking like the coolest aesthetic out there that collects dust all day. All it does is collect dust. You paid $80 for it to collect dust. Wow, congratulations, buddy. So make sure when you get inspired by an outfit that you want to recreate or copy yourself, if that's what you want to do, make sure it's an actual outfit you want to wear in your day-to-day lifestyle, because this is the season where people make that mistake the most. But the second mistake is a mistake you were just about to make after watching this video, and that's going too trend heavy too fast. Spring trends look good, but if your whole wardrobe is trends, you're gonna look outdated in 3 months. You want trends to be like 20 to 30, maybe 40% max of your wardrobe. The rest should be clean basics that you can always rely on that I mentioned at the beginning of this video. There's a reason why I showed you the basics and then I showed you the trend. That's a perfectly balanced spring wardrobe right there alone. The third mistake is one that nobody talks about, and that's ignoring color coordination. Just because I told you to wear bright colors doesn't mean, hey, put on some bright slop. Spring is literally one of the easiest seasons to look good because of colors. But people just decide, oh, I'm gonna throw on random bright colors with no purpose, no reason for each color. No balance at all. If your outfit has too many loud colors fighting each other, it ruins the whole fit. Keep one main color, one supporting color, and let everything else chill. And the biggest mistake of them all, that's gonna save you the most money by avoiding it right here, right now, is overcomplicating everything. You don't need 30 new clothing pieces. I'm not saying buy 100 new clothing pieces right after this video. No, you do not need to reinvent your entire style. Most of the time, it's just adding lighter fabrics, having better color choices, swapping a few key pieces, my nigga. It's that simple. And that's it. If you apply everything that I just told you in this video and then just sit back and goon to me, because I know some of you do that. Some of y'all be gooning to me. Y'all gotta chill. I promise you, your spring and summer outfits are gonna look 10 times better than what they did last year. That means 10 times a higher chance of getting the baddies. And yeah, just follow this 3/4 step formula. Avoid the mistakes I told you to avoid making for your spring wardrobe, and boom, you gonna be the flyest guy at your school, flyest guy at your job, flyest guy at the gym, flyest guy everywhere, flyest guy of 2026. Award goes to you. Congratulations, buddy. You completed the course. Share this video with a friend who has bum fits and needs to reevaluate his entire spring wardrobe. We all had that one chop friend in the friend group that can't put on a good fit to save his life. So send this to him to save his life and save him from getting no baddies. He deserves some top. He deserves some head. You can't give your homeboy head, but you can get him some girls so they can give him head. You feel me? You get what I'm saying? Trust me, he'll thank you later. And follow and DM me on Instagram if you need any fashion advice or have any questions or have questions about life in general. I've been through it all. You can DM me about anything, my guy. You should also join my fashion Discord down below. We have a huge community of people that are into fashion. There's a lot of fashion pros and fashion nerds in there that can help you when it comes to rating your outfits. I specifically do that live on Twitch, so make sure you follow me on Twitch and subscribe to this channel for weekly fashion videos, and make sure you hit that like button. I drop videos like these weekly. If you like this video, you're gonna like the rest, so subscribe. And also click this playlist down below. It has all my best videos and one playlist teaching you how to step up your fashion step by step. Like I said, you like this video, you gonna like the rest. Love y'all boys, it's over.